Hey, welcome back, fellow YouTubers and toy train buffs, to another installment here on the Milwaukee North Western layout, a layout that's still in progress, by the way. And before I get going, thank you to all my new subscribers. We're very close to 400. Let's see if we can get 400 this year. This year. That would be great. Yay! All right. As I've said in earlier videos, there's not a lot happening out here because, hey, it's summer and it's warm out here. I have posted toy videos, come out here for a few minutes, run a toy and post it, but I haven't really done much actual work on the layout until recently. What I've been doing is playing with turnouts and switches. Now, this configuration is a reverse loop with two sidings here, and even though they're short sidings, they're designed that way because this portion of the layout later on will be raised. There will be like a plateau here, and so you'll have two loops, or two separate layouts, as it were, like a wedding cake layout, one layout above the other and not connected to the layout below, and then and these buildings will be gone. And so that's why right now these switches only go a little ways, and I'm okay with that. But back to the switches. So I had ordered these, well, it's number 022 electric switches with 031 diameter, and you probably can't see that, but that's a number 042 switch, and that's manual. Okay, and I had all these installed. There's 4 of them total, and guess what? They didn't work. Yes, my trains would not even go straight through them without derailing. None of them. None of my trains would go through. So that was a bit frustrating. Then I came across these number 5132, 5133, which are a little bit more modern. And I thought, well, okay, maybe the general issue is these being older design would probably best accommodate post-war locos, which I do have some here. I haven't made videos of them yet, but the problem is I run mostly kind of like modern era type stuff, right? And that's what I need to have my switches be able to accommodate. So this morning, as it were, it was much nicer out here. I'm sweating now, but this morning I put all these new switches, the 5132s, 5133s, on here, and started testing my trains. That K-line over there, I pulled out a Lionel 44 tonner. I worked on with the Lionel Baby Hudson, so they all had no problems going through the switches. Not only that, they were able to go on the divergent track. So they went straight and they went on the divergent track. That being said, that sucker here, which is RMT Ready Made Toys Beep, has the same problems with these Lionel switches as it did with the Mark switches on my Edge of Town layout. Now, on my Edge of Town layout, I've said a number of times, you pretty much have to tweak your layout such that you run engines you know will work on it, because here's the deal: not every single engine made by every manufacturer will work through every single switch made by every single manufacturer. It's the way it is. Sucks, doesn't it? But that's life. And so this sucker here, while it goes through the straightaway just fine, will not take the divergent route. It just won't. So I did try my Lionel 44-ton switcher, and it was able to get through the points and the frog and everything fine if I fed it a little juice, and it went through kind of quickly. It did not go through nice and slow. So my problem now will be, or my challenge is to find a switcher, because you know I want to do switching here, right? That's what I got these spurs here for. My challenge will be to find an engine that works well at slow speeds in all directions through these turnouts. Oh, and by the way, don't mind K2 over there. He was hired for the holidays to do a little extra lifting, so he's on the layout for now. And well, Elliot's a staple on the layout now. Hi, Elliot. Yeah. Okay, you just watch. All right. So now in previous videos, I had the Marks skyscraper and the Menards Hotel York here, and of course with me messing around with all the track work today, I took those and put those off to the side. Oh, another thing. All this messing around with track, in my previous iteration, I had a half-length straight over here. So that meant this entire diagonal here was over a little. Well, that by putting this normal, what is it, 9-inch straight here, and moving this whole area a little bit to the right, that freed up enough toy train real estate to make a slightly bigger cityscape. And that's what I'm going for with this layout, a cityscape. So eventually, that's what's in my head anyway. All right, those are the updates. Right now, let's like I've been running trains here all morning. We went somewhere. Just came home not too long ago. What I've been doing is just pulling out a whole bunch of different cars of different lengths and making sure that when these two trains pass each other, that they don't collide on the curves. I don't, that would suck, in a word. If these two trains were to bump into each other as they pass each other on the curves. The Lionel Baby Hudson, Santa Fe Baby Hudson, is pulling 4 separate sail Pullmans that I made to understand came out in the late 90s. The K-Line Pacific, Chesapeake and Ohio, is just pulling a hodgepodge of cars that I pulled out. These are all smaller cars. They look nice with that engine. The Chesapeake and Ohio caboose is a really cheap caboose I just got in today from Fleabay. But I hate to see, let's say, like a road name engine and not have that road name caboose to go with it. Somehow it seems incomplete. You also notice that the viaduct that was in the back has been taken off temporarily. I'm going to have to cut it down. But again, that's because I was messing with the track, so I took that off for now. I think we'll bring it on home. First one. And then the other. Now, eventually, here's what I'm going to have to do. Right now, you see I've got one halfway decent transformer in a Marks. Okay. No bells, no whistles, no direction. Gosh. Built-in circuit breaker. But I'm going to need another transformer. All in good time. All in good time. Alright. Ladies and germs, boys and squirrels, thank you very much for your attention this evening as I share with you my updates on the Milwaukee North Western and give you a short running session. And I hope you enjoyed it. And until next time, tschüss, adieu, auf Wiedersehen, bye y'all.